Welcome to Inside Boxing's ThrowDown. We're here again. Eric Duran, Sugarfoot, Steve Johnson. All right, and we want to bring the segment. We're going to talk to you a little bit about all these rumors about Floyd Mayweather and who he's fighting. I mean, it seems if you don't read or hear about Floyd Mayweather, you don't really get to hear about boxing. I mean, all the websites out there are quick to jump on rumors. I mean, Eric can call me up and say, hey, Aurelio, blah, 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 so-and-so is going to fight Mayweather, and then I'm going to jump on the computer and put it on the website. Okay? Well, it's okay when it's in a forum or a blog style, but the thing about it is you got these websites that are actually boxing websites that jump on it. And in the past, just a couple of weeks, we've heard he's made a deal with Manny Pacquiao. We've heard that he's fighting Amir Khan. Okay, that was a done deal. We heard that he had signed to fight Maidana right after Maidana beat Broner. Mm-hmm. I mean, and the real fact is he hasn't signed to fight anybody. And he when he gets ready, when Floyd gets ready, he'll announce who he's going to fight. I'm sure he's looking at his options. So guys, let's talk a little bit about Floyd Mayweather. We know he's got his contract with Showtime. So we know we got, 3 more fights that have to come through?
2 years, 3 fights.
Yeah, so...
4 fights, actually.
Yeah, so he's got 3 more on the radar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk realistically. Okay, what do we see Floyd Mayweather coming up next? Obviously, he's either going to do a Cinco de Mayo or September 16th show. So
Or both.
Or both. We just don't know. I mean, he's all about money in these last couple of years. They're going to set him up real nice for retirement. He is already, but this is just going to be overkill. So, Eric, go ahead, take it out.
Well, I have 4 names that I think fight fans like ourselves would be interested in. 2 of these guys have earned a shot, and I think we would like to see what they could do against a guy like Mayweather. The first name is obviously Marcos Maidana. Broner is your blue chip, B-level type Mayweather fighter with the shoulder roll. Steven Johnson, will say his footwork is nowhere near where Mayweather is, and we can all agree with that. So I would like to see what a Maidana pressure style fighter who goes in there with no remorse and is in there for business, what he can do against the Mayweather. Another guy that we saw up close and personal is Ruslan Provodnikov. Fans would be buzzing about a fight with Ruslan in Floyd Mayweather. Those are the 2 guys who I think regular fight fans who really, aren't into the game would get up to see a fight against Mayweather. On the list, I think he's earned a right, is Danny Garcia. He's young, he's flashy. His father would make for great TV drama, especially if Floyd Sr. is in Floyd's corner too. But he's earned the opportunity. He's been on pay-per-views. He's been on Mayweather's pay-per-views. He's been on HBO. He's been on Showtime. He deserved a shot. The last name is a dark horse candidate. He's our prospect of the year. Keith Thurman. I mean, why not? Keith Thurman's proven that he's ready to step up to the next level. If he doesn't get a shot at some of these other guys, give him a shot at Floyd. He's in a win-win situation. If he loses, he goes back to the drawing board. And if he pulls off the upset, it sets him up for bigger fights too.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would. I'm not going to disagree with any of what you just said, Eric. I think you touched on it exactly, just about right. There's only one person that I think. Well, let me back up first of all. We all know, and you people watching are fight fans. You should know that you don't have to pay any attention to any of these websites that come up with rumors and innuendos. We know that when Floyd is going to fight, Floyd will be the one to tell us who he's going to fight. He doesn't let those opportunities get away to let who he's going to come out. That he takes advantage of social media and media period at all times now, so you don't have to worry about that. Myself, I would agree with you, except every name that you name, other than maybe Keith Thurman. These are guys that are smaller than Floyd. Okay, I think that. It's all valid when we talk about guys that people who know are up and coming, that are draw. But me, myself, the one guy that you did mention, and I think he deserves a shot. He deserves a rematch, and I think that's Miguel Cotto. I think Miguel Cotto is right there in the wheelhouse of deserving a shot with Floyd. I think, that he might need another fight. Maybe we might a fight with Thurman and Miguel Cotto might be the one that gets, that guy that shot in September, not in March, but May. But I mean in September at Floyd. But when we talk about May for Floyd, you said attractive. You think that maybe Maidana is attractive. I don't like that fight with Floyd. I just don't think that. I think Floyd just gives him a pure boxing lesson. Provodnikov, I like that fight. I really like that fight because I think Ruslan proved in the Bradley fight and in the Alvarado fight that he is just relentless. And the one problem that we've had with Floyd in his last 3 or 4 fights is these guys he fights, they give up. Mm-hmm. They're frustrated and they give up. I don't think the Russian gets frustrated. I don't think he'll ever give up. I think that poses a major problem for Floyd. But I don't think that fight will happen for one reason. I think Floyd knows the same thing. Floyd wants, Ruslan to go through a couple more little wars before he gets to him. He wants to take some steam out of him. So he might want to see Ruslan say, hey, I'll take the winner of you and Bradley. Let those two go again, and then he might take something like that. But Floyd, once again, he's in a total driver's seat. There's no way he's in a win-win situation no matter what.
Let me tell you, I agree with everything you both said because obviously there's fights out there that Floyd can pick and choose. I mean, I think what people are getting caught up on is they want Floyd to fight someone that they believe can beat Floyd.
Right.
And the bottom line is there's no person out there that exists right now.
Right.
Just doesn't exist.
In his weight class. In his weight class.
No,
you can't have a fight.
If you go straight across the board, I agree.
But that's what I'm saying. So that puts Floyd in an awkward situation because no matter who he picks, half the public's going to say, well, he's picking somebody that he knows he can beat. Mm-hmm. Well, who out there can beat Floyd? I mean, realistically, who out there can beat Floyd? Coming from us that know boxing, that been in boxing all our life, no one. There might be someone that has a slight chance.
There's only one name, and it hasn't happened. It's Manny Pacquiao. That's the only guy that anyone can agree with. That fight fans in general will say, I need to tune into that fight because I honestly think this is the guy who could beat Mayweather.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, but I think I discount that because that's been going on for 4 or 5 years.
That ship is sailed. But I do agree with you on this, and I think we'll all agree on this. That fight, as much as we have despised it, and I'm of a firm belief now that Manny Pacquiao is on the downside. Floyd is still right there at Floyd. Floyd will beat the dog do out of him. I don't see that being, but for fight fans, that's the fight that they would pay to see. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think Floyd is done with him. I really do. I think Floyd is done with him. So we have to look at what are the real possibilities. One, like you said, Provodnikov. Two, like you said, an up and coming guy, another Keith Thurman. But why not? For all of this talk, everybody wants to, where's the middle ground for he and Andre Ward? I mean, if Floyd can fight at 155, if he can take on 154 guys, how come he hasn't been calling out Andre Ward? Come down, let's meet at 160. Let's do something
Andre
like that.
Ward won't fight Floyd.
Well,
he'll get hurt. He'll be hurt. Andre Ward, we're going to talk about him in another segment. But Andre Ward won't fight Mayweather. I mean, Andre Ward. No, I mean he'll get hurt in training.
Oh,
okay. Before the fight starts, so that's what I'm saying. But we'll leave that for the next segment. Okay. But what I'm talking about is who out there
a viable.
I mean, you mentioned Danny Garcia.
It's too little.
But it's viable. I'm not talking about someone that's going to beat him because obviously the only person out there, like you said, is Manny Pacquiao that people will give half a chance. I mean, no one else is going to give. I don't care if it's Danny Garcia or if it's Maidana or no one's giving them much of a chance. They may make a decent fight, but you can't. I mean, you'd be crazy to bet the farm on.
I still say I want you guys to remember that Danny Garcia he just fight lightweight. I mean, how you gonna have this guy move up and fight a welterweight?
Well, it's that lottery.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the other problem is top ranking Golden Boy.
There you go.
Timothy Bradley would be a great option for Floyd Mayweather.
That would be.
But it won't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Timothy Bradley, I don't. You guys talk about Timothy Bradley. To me,
he wins.
That's right, Timothy Bradley. You have to mention his name.
To me, he can't. No.
You have to mention his name though. I mean,
he's undefeated.
With Floyd?
Yes.
No, let me tell you what. Let me go back. Let's just skip that Timothy Bradley baloney. Okay? Let's go back to Thurman. I never even thought about that until you just mentioned it. But what a good deal. Give the young guy, which is doing everything good in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
He's training. He's climbing up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
We all saw him as whatever you want to call it, rookie of the year, prospect of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But we all saw that this man really and truly has a future if he keeps going down the road he's going.
Right.
So why not give him a chance? It would be
Yeah.
similar to when Muhammad Ali gave was Spinks.
Well, we just did that with Canelo. We just gave a young
just gave-
rising
No.
star.
They gave Canelo a chance to beat Floyd. People out there gave him a chance, me included. We gave him a chance.
You included.
Yeah, me. Well,
Not us included.
I don't particularly would give Thurman a chance, but I would like to see that fight because I would like to see how Thurman reacts in that fight. I would like to see if he if he comes up a shining star or I just think it's a good opportunity.
And like Steven said, maybe for a September opponent, let's see Keith Thurman fight. Maybe Keith Thurman and Maidana on the undercard of his May 5th fight. The winner gets Floyd in September.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I still remember when Muhammad Ali fought Spinks. Who was going to give him a chance? No one gave him a chance, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so everyone likes to see.
Dude, that's apples and oranges big time. I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
That's before my time. So
Let's
you
talk
guys
about
can.
a better one would be Speaks and Mike Tyson.
Tyson.
That would be a better one. Say who's gonna give him a
Well,
chance? Nobody gave him a chance, and it went like it was supposed to go. That's the way it happened.
No. I still remember that Spinks and Mike Tyson. The bell rang and Spinks went backwards.
Can you blame him? I mean, come on, man. And Mike Tyson in his prime, I hear a lot of people now talking about Mike Tyson and saying, "Oh, he would." Man, when he was in his prime, did nobody want to mess with that boy. But let's move on. We got just real quickly. I think we all agree that Floyd Mayweather's in the driver's seat. We all anticipate him finally announcing who his opponent will be.
Mm-hmm.
We're like everyone else. We don't know.
Yeah.
Floyd knows. He'll tell us. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Well, before we take that break, let's just give our wish, okay?
Okay.
Excluding Pacquiao.
Okay.
Excluding Pacquiao.
Danny Garcia.
Okay. Miguel Cotto.
And something that no one has mentioned in this whole fight, man, is I would like to see him fight little Paragnikov, little Ruslan. I think that would be a good fight. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens. And like I say, come back and see us at the next segment. And until then, keep them hands up.